hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Not entertained, so time comes out with another video, and we talking NextGen NYC season 2, and also Kandi. Go get your daughter, okay? If y'all don't and y'all haven't been watching NextGen NYC season 2 on Bravo, y'all need to, okay? That is one of the shows that I did watch season 1, and I am now watching season 2. I will be doing recaps on Evner Entertains, which is another channel that I do own. And I cover Bravo and other Main Street type shows on there. So head over there and subscribe to it if y'all haven't. Okay, I don't just cover this ratchet stuff that y'all seeing me cover on here. All right, this show is actually really, really good. Okay, now this show's been going viral as of late because of Riley. So Riley is the girl, of course, at the third up top towards the right with the curly hair. That is, of course, Kandi's daughter. There was a moment that went viral recently with her inebriated and then kind of gesturing like she about to throw a glass at another cast member. Okay, it was giving Mama Joyce. Okay, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no river deep enough, ain't no mountain high enough to keep me off your ass, baby. Like she said when she was talking to Todd. Like the inner Mama Joyce really came out of her. I want to talk a little bit about the season so far. Once again, I will be doing the episode reviews one by one. I know I'm a little bit behind over there on Evner Entertains. First of all, let's start off with Ariana. I was surprised that her and the boyfriend ended up breaking up. To me, that was a big shot that the season opened up with. Post-season, I don't keep up with the cast too much. So I didn't even realize they were broken up until the show started. So that to me was a shock. And also, New York City and the expensiveness. I don't even know if that's a word. I don't know how y'all deal. I remember in season 1 when she was apartment searching, I was like, this is ridiculous. Like you paying over 5 bands or some crazy amount for a closet. I have y'all see that behind me? That's a walk-in closet. That's how the New York apartments be looking. And I'm like, why are y'all paying for this? This is crazy. Like you're literally paying thousands of dollars to live in my closet. Why do y'all deal with this? I'm sorry. Ain't no opportunity to me that great enough in New York for me to live in a closet. I just can't do it. I can't do it. This is my best guesstimation because the reasoning that she gave about them breaking up, like, it don't really make sense to me, at least. I really feel like the pressure from Kim, which is Ariana mama, got to her. I think she was like, wow, I don't appreciate Hudson talking about me like this, making it seem like I'm using you. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm just some broke lady using you. You're my daughter. You owe me this as my daughter, which parents need to stop doing that, especially if it's more than one sibling. I cannot stand that. Like, that to me is crazy. Like, you feel like your child is indebted to, like, financially secure your whole entire life, which you should give back to your parents when you make it. Don't get me wrong, but like, they'll count on that one kid that has to do it, or while the other ones don't do nothing. That bothers me. Okay, so I think it was that. I think it was really that. I think the mom, I think Kim was really in Ariana's ear, and that ended up having Ariana and Hudson getting tension. That's what I don't think she's mentioning. No shade. Okay, now Hudson's character so far in this second season, it's kind of throwing me a little bit. Like, it's like he did a complete 180. Now he's posting, like, flexing on Instagram and doing all this type of stuff that he wasn't doing season 1. I don't know if it's because he's now very cool with Charlie or what, but he's boosting his head up just a little bit, and it's a little weird. It's getting weird. It's a little weird. Okay, next, let's talk about Charlie. Are we gonna ever get to what happened with you being in that same house with the guy getting tortured? I know for legal purposes that he can't talk too much about it, but like, you was literally at the scene of a crime. Like, are we gonna talk about it? Like, am I the only one watching? Like, okay, when are we gonna get to the scene? You know what I'm saying? Like, when is he gonna say, oh, I didn't know it was going on. My roommate was doing this. My roommate was keeping somebody captive and I had no idea. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, my friend I was staying with, you know, he was just torturing somebody. I would hear, ah! And then, I just thought that, he was having wild bear SCX. It's nothing. Like, I really need to know something. Because it's like they talk about it and they kind of swiftly go over it quickly. I don't know. It's a little off. Okay. And the season really so far has been Charlie trying to redeem himself and get in the good graces of the group. I feel like the people that have the most valid problems with him should be, in my opinion, Riley, Ariana, because he was very like weird towards her season 1. A little bit of Ava because I guess he was saying inappropriate stuff, and then Dame Dash noticed and it rubbed them the wrong way. But to me, and a little bit of Georgia, because the way that he talked to her last season, basically calling her POS and all this type stuff. So those are the ones I feel like that, should have like an actual problem. Now, Brooks, to me, he's just scary to me. No shade. Like, you running from Charlie like he finna whoop your ass. Charlie ain't finna whoop nobody. Like, why you running? Like, that's what I don't get when it comes to Brooks. He's very cowardly to me, and I don't like that. Like, he's like, he's like, like a murmuring sloth. Like, I don't get it. I get the whole sister thing. I get that 100%. But the fact that he cannot tell Charlie, like, hey, I don't like you because of this, and that. Keep away from me. I don't want to be friends with you. We could be cool. We can be in the same setting. We're in the same friend group. Boop. He can't even really have a conversation with the man. Like, that blows me. It blows the up out of me. Now, let's talk Ava. Ava. Oh, not Miss. What's so funny when it comes to her? What I like about reality shows is the difference that you see, especially these are what I call lifestyle reality shows, because it shows their lifestyle, right? The difference between season 1 and season 2, because season 1, Ava couldn't be bothered. Girl, you would have thought she was doing them a favor by being on this show. This season, she is locked in. She is clocked in, better yet, because she need this job. She was clocked up, and I said, oh, this is a new person. This can't be Ava Dash from season 1. And I think it's really because she realized, oh, I need this show. I need this money. Let me stop playing. Because season 1, to me, it's like she could care less about being there. I like her a lot this season. She's telling her truth. You could tell that she actually is friends with a lot of the people on the cast, and she's kind of the one, along with Georgia, and well, her name's slipping my mind right now. That's kind of moving the cast. They're the ones that are really, really moving that cast. If we're going to be honest, like, they're the ones that's pushing it to Amira. My bad. Amira, Georgia, and Ava are the ones that are really pushing the storyline, like, throughout the whole season. So I really like her this season. I feel like she's playing neutral and she's trying to play peacemaker throughout some of the friendships. And I like the fact that you can see more of a bond between her and Riley, because let's keep it about, like, besides Riley, she is the other person that is something of African American descent. I mean, my God, you get what I'm saying? She is the other person, if we're going to be honest. So it is nice to see them kind of talk and get along, because that first season, it's like, it was so weird to me, her portrayal on the show. Now, who's in charge of the girls? Amira's in charge of the girls. Amira is the girl that you guys see on the top, the second row next to Riley with the curly hair. Okay? She is in charge of the girls. Okay? Amira said, y'all tried to play me as a B character season 1. I'm not playing with y'all this time. I am the main character. Okay? Because to me, she really is in charge of the girls. She really is the one that's facilitating these arguments. She's the one that's trying to make sure people get along and all that. What surprised me was that she was so cool with Charlie. I don't remember that last season. I guess they developed the friendship, as she said, and now they're super close. But I don't even remember even them talking like that last season. So that kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, now Amira's personal story, I love so much. First of all, the fact that her mama was black, like, no shade. Was I the only one with the mama? I said, oh. I'm like, oh my God. Like, that threw me, because it's like, you see Amira and she looks like racially ambiguous. So you would just only assume that her parents are probably, racially ambiguous. You wouldn't think it was like a mix or whatever involved. But yeah, like, I was like, oh my God. Don't cancel me, y'all. No shade. Like, y'all thought the same thing too when y'all was watching it. No shade. The mom is beautiful, by the way. The reason why I love her story so much is because she represents a lot of people when it comes to having a lot of financial responsibility and trying to maneuver making a lot of money like online and stuff. I really love the fact that she talked about this because people see these influencers and they think it's all fun and they're some of the most like saddest ones. They're some of the most unhappiest people because you're constantly online. Like, imagine you have to stream 24/7. After that, you make videos. After that, you do this. After that, you do that. Like, you're constantly camera, camera, camera. That's exhausting. So I love the fact that she talked about this because people think when it comes to like people making money digitally, that is just all fun and games. It's a click and a button. Anybody could do it. If anybody could do it, everybody would be doing it. Not everybody's doing it. And the ones that are doing it, there's some that are successful and there's some that suck. Straight up. Is that simple. So the fact that she showed that part of her life and the fact that she's responsible for a lot of the mom's finances and including herself, like, it made me love her like 50 times more than last season, because last season I feel like we didn't see her as much, so I didn't really get a chance to like get to really know her like that. So far I'm loving it so far, and I was gagged next week her and Charlie gonna get into it. To be honest, I'm interested to see how that's really gonna go down. Then we have this whole Ava versus Gia situation, right? This whole unfollowing thing, which to me is so dumb. It's so dumb. It's not even funny. Now, to me, the real problem in all of this is Gia. You and your podcast. It's the podcast of it all, okay? Because that Gia, she goes on that podcast, she popping it, you know what I'm saying? She throws her little shade here and there. And Ava, I don't think really feels it like that. Now, she doesn't bring it up, but I think that's a little bit part of the reason also. I feel like, did Teresa unfollow her? She probably did, but who gives a crap? That's why I find it kind of dumb. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Me, I'm the type of person, if you don't follow me, please make sure that you hit unfollow back. You know what I'm saying? Just do me that favor. Don't leave me following you. Cause then I'm gonna feel like a simp ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just do me that favor, unfollow me back, and then we're gonna be good. Like, I just don't put that much weight into it. I don't get people that do put a lot of weight into it because to me it's never that deep at all. I do feel like Gia gets away with a lot. Yeah, I get where I'm going with this. She gets away with a lot. Meaning, if it was somebody else, they wouldn't be able to get away with some of the stuff that she says and does. Okay. Now let's talk Georgia. Georgia had to go into a recovery center because of her eating disorder. She talked about how a lot of the online critics talked about how thin she was. To me, I didn't see a lot of comments about that. It was more so that she nasty, that she didn't wash her hands. Like, that to me is what she got a lot of comments about. It was hate against your hygiene. It wasn't hate against your weight. But hey, I'm just one person. There's millions of other people that watch this show, so she probably was seeing some of those comments as well. Now, I would have never thought that I would have been on Georgia's side watching this show, but Riley, which we're the last person we're gonna get into, Kandi needs to have a stern talking to Riley. I mean, fast, because I'm telling y'all, there is somebody or life is going to humble her so fast, she not even gonna see it coming. She not even gonna see it coming. Because that last scene that we saw with the Burkhan, okay? Riley said she got Burkhan Punani. I said, oh, man, now she a baddie. Ugh. She said she got Birkin Punani. Do you hear me? Birkin Punani. There's a scene which, by the way, the internet, you guys blew it up. Like, I thought they were swinging at each other or something like that. Oh, by the way, side note, y'all, if y'all watched the challenge, apparently 3 of the boys got kicked out because of the N-word. One of the dudes said the N-word, and the guy from Love Island said the N-word too. And they start chucking stuff. Producer said, oh, y'all got to get the ASAP. Okay? And they kicked all 3 of them out. I'm going to spoil it. So skip if y'all don't want to know who. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was Josh, Nelson. Oh, I'm forgetting the third one, Leo. It was those three. Apparently, Josh said, not Josh, Nelson said the N word, and Leo said it too. And Josh thought he was one of the niggas and said, "Oh, man." And the production, and then Nelson said, "What?" Okay, and then they just, and then they got them up out of there. So I'm watching this season of the challenge because I'm like, not y'all getting active on the challenge. Sorry, y'all. I had to put that in there. I go on tangents. So there's a scene, they were out in a bar, which by the way, a lot of this season shows Riley and her journey. She has a new boyfriend also. Riley, that new boyfriend, watch him straight up. I don't like to insinuate, and I hate saying this on here because some of y'all in the comments be like, why you always insinuate, not insinuate, but relate or sexualize men? Somebody said that recently, and I'm like, I really don't, but okay. But I thought that was her friend. I'm like, oh, that's her Judy. So when he said that, I said, oh, her boyfriend, it gagged me a little bit. But hey, I'm just saying, just be mindful, Riley. Like that date to me was very awkward to watch. Okay, now they were outside out of like club slash bar or whatever, they were talking or whatever, and Riley at this point was extremely inebriated, and she decided to throw a little shade at Georgia about the fact that she can't afford a burqa. Now I would play the scene, but y'all can check it out. It's all over the blogs as well. I just can't do the copyright. And she also threw shade at the fact that Georgia, she alleged that Georgia uses ketamine. If y'all don't know what ketamine is like a drug that they usually, it's really supposed to be for horses. But I'm so serious, y'all. But a lot of people use it recreationally, and you're not supposed to. It's illegal to use. Two people that are big name figures ended up passing away for that. One of them was a drag queen. Another one was the guy from Friends, if I'm not mistaken. Matthew Perry. Yes. See, I'm right. So he ended up passing away from that for an overdose. So it's a really bad drug, y'all. And she basically insinuated that she does ketamine, okay, and that she acts very strange around it, with it. And then the Georgia was like, "Oh, I don't do that. I don't do that. Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from?" This scene to me wasn't even the issue when it comes to Riley. There's two things that I noticed this season that bother me with her. One, she drinks too much, and when she drinks, she goes overboard. If y'all don't know, Kandi does not drink. Her brother died from a car accident, so she, due to a drunk driver, so she made sure to make it her mission to not drink due to this. She does not drink at all. She's adamant on this. She's talked about this for years. Riley drinks, and when she does drink, from what I noticed on the show, she drinks to a max amount to where she either becomes overly talkative or aggressive, as we can see a little bit in this scene. Now, another thing that bothers me with her is the entitlement and attitude that she has with her status. There was an after show that they do for the show, right? Bravo does an after show, right? Where they talk about the show. On this after show, she was still throwing shots at the Georgia girl, and just her attitude in this after show bothered me because it gave like, I really think I'm better than all of y'all, and she's not humble. When I say the word humble, I hate when people relate it to you can't pop your ish, but it's a difference of popping your ish and like being cocky and nasty. So I feel like she needs to learn the difference, because I'm telling you, she's gonna run across a person or a situation that is going to humble her, and she's not gonna know what to do. Because you can brag about affording a Birkin or shopping around to get a Birkin, but let's keep it a buck. Like, that money that you're going to pay for that Birkin with, 9 times out of 10 is Kandi's money. And if it's not Kandi's money, it's money that Kandi set up for you to have a successful future, which I'm all here for, because I don't like the fact that we as Black people are against generational wealth and setting up the next generation to be wealthy. I'm against people having an attitude that they think they're better than, or that they busted their butt to get it. Meanwhile, it was passed down. That's what bothers me. So don't act like, you know, you taught Mama Dawn when your mama got you the Dawn. You get what I'm saying? That's what irritates me a little bit about her. And I noticed that a lot more this season. Now, when it comes to this scene, Georgia, please, that girl is not finna throw no glass at you. Riley is the softest cotton. Please. She's talking about, that girl is as soft as cotton. You really think she was gonna throw that glass at you, girl? She was talking about, oh my God. Oh. I'm like, oh, Riley, you just fed into the narrative. They're going to run with it and say you're an angry Black woman, okay? Damn it. You should have never did that, girl. This is why you need to put that cup down. You need to stop drinking all too much, because situations like this are going to keep on happening. And you're around a friend group, in my opinion, that are really not your friends, if we're going to be honest. Ariana is barely her friend. They're still getting to know each other, like they said on the show. They're still starting to gain a friendship. They haven't talked before that in years. So they're still working to get to that place. In my opinion, she does not have like solid friends in that friend group. It's no shade. So those are not the type of people for you to drink around, aka the Nolan situation. I go back to that because that's on the top of my mind right now, because it's still happening right now. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below about this season. Have y'all been checking out at NextGen NYC? Because I've been checking it out and I really, really like it. It's really the bomb.com. What do y'all think about Riley? Okay. Should Kandi get her daughter? Get your daughter. What do y'all think about that scene? What do y'all think about Riley? And what do y'all think about the season? Let me know what y'all think. And we all babies.